Hello, thank you for joining me today. It's been a long time. I just had a few days at home and I thought I'd just quickly do a little video about September, the remainder of the days of September. We've still got quite a long way to go before September 2023 ends. And the reason why I thought I'd just do this, A, because I have time, and B, because, wow, everything is about Leo currently. So let's have a little look and see what's going on. I'm not completely, what do you call it? I'm not completely ready for everything. But yeah, as I was looking, I'm going to go back so you can just see, like, if I go back to today, which is the 7th. Okay, so although I will do this for, you know, all the ascendants, but I just wanted you to just see what the focus is very much on Leo. So wherever Leo is in your chart, it's really good to give it some energy, because Jupiter and Rahu are actually aspecting, as is Saturn, and they're both retrograde in the sense that there is like some work to be done behind the scenes, not just in those, you know, like so wherever that sign is, like Aries and also Capricorn, you're going back and redoing some things. Maybe thinking about, you know, whatever area of your life that kind of sign represents, and how you can go back and just finalize certain things. And so obviously in the sign also we have Mercury retrograde again, you know, more to do, and because obviously all these planets are retrograde, so they are reflecting and reviewing and reassessing everything. And they all have an influence on Leo. Sun, the ruler of the sign, is also there till a little bit like middle of the month. So it's an important time. And not only that, we have Venus from one side and Mars on the other side hemming the sign as well. So, you know, there are things to wonder about. And Leo in itself is all about creativity, children, and expressing yourself. Is highly artistic. So it's, if you think the third house is how you express yourself, etc., third houses, 3 houses from the third house is your 5th house. So it's extreme creativity. It's all those talents that one can express, and it's all forms of things like film and photography, education, academic education. It's teaching, being a teacher, being an advisor, consultant, and singing, playing instruments, writing. Everything can be embraced within Leo. Leo is also where we like to have some form of, if you like, it's the palace. It's so, for example, somebody who has 4th house, which will be like a Taurus ascendant, 4th house is Leo. So they like to have a home. That's very important. They like to have a fixed abode, because obviously this sign is a fixed sign, and it's also because it's ruled by the king. They want to feel at ease at home. They'll probably spend quite a lot of time at home. So all those kind of things are very important. Look at your 4th house, whatever ascendant you are, and just, you know, spend some time thinking about it. Mars has already been in Leo. Venus was in there and retrograded back into Cancer. So there's a lot going on regarding this sign. So, and also the new moon will occur in this sign. So lots of things going on about Leo. Okay, so I'm just going to stop this and just carry on with the ascendants. Thank you. Hello, this video is for Capricorn Ascendant or Capricorn Moon using a sidereal zodiac for the remainder of September 2023. I had some time, I thought I'd do it. So I do apologize, it's later in the month, but hey ho, it's better than nothing. So it's good to be back and being of service. Right, so Capricorn Ascendant, 1st house and 2nd house ruler Saturn, retrograde, very much reassessing, reviewing things, but it's creating a lovely Dhan Yoga for you. So that's pretty amazing. from there, Saturn is aspecting your 8th house. And obviously, you know what it is. It could be some changes to your money situation. Maybe you get married and in-laws, that kind of thing. And it's also aspecting your, from the 2nd house, it's aspecting your 4th house, creating a what would be like for you is a Raj Yoga, 1st house ruler aspecting the 4th house. And also this Saturn is also creating a Mahapurush Yoga anyway, by Sasha Yoga being so strong in Aquarius. So that's not to be sneezed at, really. It's a really good Dhan Yoga, very strong. And from there is also aspecting what would be your 11th house. So that is amazing. Dhan Yoga, 2nd house ruler aspecting the 11th house. This is like when money is really good, is 2nd house and 11th house have got something to do with each other. It's a really good connection. At the same time, we have Jupiter and Mercury retrograde too. So for you, Jupiter is not the greatest planet. It rules 12th and 3rd house, into the 4th house. So obviously we know when 3rd and 4th house are together, it creates a situation where that you would want to change your home or change your car. And equally as well, it could just be like you want to be close to your family. You know, Jupiter, actually, you have got like a really good benefic in your 4th house. But yeah, so it could be that you want to change house, you want to have a house that's a bit different, or a home, rent a place that slightly different place, maybe abroad, maybe, you know, like if you've always lived in an apartment, maybe it's going to be in a villa, in a cottage, out in the country, that kind of thing. And so yeah, there could be some changes there for you. And Rahu being there with Jupiter in your 4th house, obviously could also mean for some people this could be their 2nd abode or a foreign car. They are both aspecting your 12th house, protecting your 12th house, which is Jupiter. So it's like very much to do with this new form of you know, Rahu probably what it's done is introduce you to new ways of actually new belief systems, becoming more spiritual, and Jupiter is now blessing that. So that's really nice. And also what it does, it kind of, whereas Rahu wants you to spend money, Jupiter is there now, wants to spend money, but it's also protecting that expenses, making you end things complete and just enjoy the process too. And maybe you are learning a foreign language as well, 3rd and 12th house ruler, you know, enjoying new skill as such. Jupiter from there is aspecting Leo, which for you is 8th house, so it makes any changes will be good. It's also 12th house ruler aspecting the 8th house, so this is like a Viparit Raja Yoga, some difficulties and then sudden changes which you will benefit from in the end. Rahu is doing the same aspect in, so it just makes, because Leo being your 8th house, normally Capricorns are fine, because it's a fixed house, find changes a bit hard, but because Jupiter and Rahu both welcoming this should actually help it. And also Saturn is doing the same from Aquarius. And your 8th house ruler is in the 8th house too, so Jupiter is blessing your soul, planet that represents our soul. And Jupiter from there is aspecting your 10th house. So those of you who've had problems with work redundancy and not been able to find something, you know, definitely Jupiter is there trying to help that situation for you. And so some people could also have changed their job, been made redundant, but actually be happy about that. Once it's a bit of a shock, but then because of Ketu, but then you actually realize maybe it wasn't such a bad idea. And then we have Mercury. So for you, Mercury is a friendly planet, but it rules 6th house, so it's a little bit difficult. And it's 6th house ruler in the 8th house, which is great. So what happens is, this is a planet that works best in the 8th house. I've had it in my darshana in my 8th house. And since I've had it, it's been just the most amazing thing. I can just access any information, and I've just like started to use all different types of search engines, like Generate, Brave, Scotia. It's incredible. I can just get hold of any information. And I just kind of know intuitively, because 8th house is also intuitive, and also I've had some amazing things. I mean, some people, when they have that in their chart, they can actually really access money easily. I haven't quite had that, but yeah, I just feel a little bit more lucky with that, really, having Mercury there, just because it just really kind of focuses, and information, you can access it, just incredible. So that's happening for you. It also creates that Viparit Raj Yoga, means that you can access information really good, and it's really going to be very helpful to you in every sense, whether it's for nutrition, sports, fasting, detoxing, kind of self-help, anything like that, emotional growth, emotional release, cutting cords with previous partners, etc., etc. It's amazing. And also it's 9th house ruler. So I would just probably say I would really keep an eye on your dad as well during this time, just because Mars is, is in the 9th house, and also 6th house ruler is with the sun. So sun is also significant father. So just be aware of your dad. And if there are any arguments, it's fine. We can have different opinions. I think nowadays it's just the way the press and the media just always feel as though everybody should think the same. Everybody's the same. But we're not all the same. We're all got different talents. We're all unique. That's what we are. We're not the same. We're unique. We're all special. That's what I think. Special human beings with talents of our own, unique talents. And, so it's good to just I have to do that sometimes with people that I find a little bit challenging, but I still don't, my family, I have to just bite my lip and actually think, I don't want to always be right, and that doesn't win anything, does it? And you just upset people. I'd rather be happy, and seeing people happy is lovely. That's more important to me. Anyway, enough of that. Going ranting on. So that's that one. So Mercury is also Mercury and Sun aspect in Saturn. So also, Saturn, Sun, a little difficult on just be aware of yourself. I mean, right now it's in the house of accidents as well. I've just had a family member, and I've had to be with them for 2.5, 3 weeks, looking after them, because they had a fall and broke their hip. Hideous, so painful, poor thing. And I was glad that I was able to be of service to them. Hence the reason why I'm doing these now, because I'm at home now. I just needed to just decompress before starting work again. So yeah, really look after yourselves. You're all very precious. And so Mars for you rules 4th and 11th house. It's now in the 9th house. So it creates wonderful Raj Yogas there. And Raj Yoga, Dhan Yoga is amazing. And from there is also aspecting what would be your 3rd house. So it's putting energy into travel, learning, education, belief system, all that kind of stuff. And also doing fun things with your friends, hobbies, learning languages, music, dancing, exercise, all sorts of fun things. Wants to do visit exhibitions, galleries, day trips, swimming, etc., etc. Mars is really good at things like that. It's also aspecting your 12th house, so it could also be that you spend money on your home or your groups and everything, but that's it's not too bad, because obviously Jupiter is also aspecting and protecting that sign. And then it's also aspecting Aries, your 4th house, so it could be that you gain a home during this time too. So if you were looking, the right place could actually come along. So this is Venus, obviously, is there aspecting your ascendant. So this is now your Yoga Karaka planet, which is your 5th and your 10th house ruler in the 7th house, creates lovely Raj Yogas for you. It's you just people are loving being with you. You enjoy your relationship. People are noticing you. You're looking fabulous. And now at this point, 6th and 7th, let's go. I don't know, I'm on the 6th. We have now this exchange between 5th and 7th house ruler, feeling romantic, taking your partner out, romancing and enjoying each other's company. Wonderful. And then we're going to go to the 10th. On the 10th, Moon and Venus are together. So this is again another lovely Raj Yoga created there. And so, you know, wanting to indulge and just have fun with your loved ones, your family, and you know, making lovely memories. And then Moon then steps into Leo, and here in Leo now we have what will be the start of, we basically got a new moon in Leo, which is all about changes, sudden changes, transformation, letting go, emotionally healthy emotions. So letting go with things that hold you back in order to create that healthy life, healthy mind, stuff like that. So this is going on now. So, and actually what it will do because of that, it will just create a situation where you're no longer like making yourself, you know, just letting go stops you from feeling, you know, making yourself feel ill in any way. So that's what you want to actually bring about. Then we go, so next day, 16th, Mercury goes direct, which is fantastic. Obviously, Sun is also going to be simultaneously within a day or so move into what would be Virgo, which is your 9th house. So this is also you know, like great because Sun does really well in Virgo, and there's an exchange between 8th and 9th house. So there could be sudden changes in your education, your travel plans, maybe even your belief system. I've certainly have had a lot of that this last 3.5 years. And then we go to, oh, excuse that. Send them back. Okay. Right. So the next day we have Moon in Swati on the 18th. You just got to check that to make sure you get the right timing for your area. So this is going to be like white paper, blue ink. You pay gratitude to the universe, write in detail all the things your intentions, the things you want to bring about, and then thank the universe, place in the northwest of your property, let the universe do the magic. Use very empowering words. And this is also very much like when you're at work with Moon being in your 10th house, like people just trust you. There's an emotional connection. You make people feel at home, feel comfortable with you. Makes you extremely intuitive at work. Very good gut feeling. And yeah, and Jupiter is there as well, helping this situation. So that's pretty good. And then we have Moon goes into Scorpio for a couple of days there. I just wanted to say, actually, when he was back there, it was in an exchange with Venus again for a couple of days. So this is like 7th and 10th house ruler having an exchange. That's quite nice. Makes them both very strong. Anyway, so for a couple of days, Moon is in a sign that it just wants to chill. You know, like you probably feel happy if you were around your friends for some comfort. And then Moon goes into Moola. Jupiter is blessing us. Actually, it's quite nice. You want to rest your mind, maybe go to a spa, go near water. That's quite nice. And then Moon is in your 1st house. So 7th house rule in the 1st house. That's a lovely Raja Yoga. Another Raja Yoga because it's opposite Venus too. Nice. Want it to be with your family and your partner. Really nice times. And then Moon goes and joins Saturn. So it's all about family really at this point. And that's what really grounds us and makes us be of service to them really. And then we finish the month pretty much with Moon being in your 3rd house. So it's all about like communicating with your partner, with your family, with your parents and mum, etc. It's just like really like thinking about what you want to learn, how you want to communicate with people, the sorts of interests and hobbies that you want to take up for the autumn-winter season, to learn something new, maybe even a new language, do something with your partner even, you might both take up like dancing or singing or something that's going to be very nice for both of you. It gives you a point of focus, something to do, which is not just sitting and watching television all the time. Have a fantastic September. Thank you for watching.